Welcome to another video. In a previous one I had talked about how to map thatched roofs on OpenStreetMap, and in this one I want to talk about how to deal with buildings where only part of the roof is thatched and the other part might be slated or corrugated or something. So I'm talking about this example here, and it looks like it's all thatched, but there's part of it there in the back that isn't. So this is the one we're gonna deal with. Here in this survey it says it's in Gattabon, but it's actually in Rathlogan in West Kilkenny. It is here. So there's the motorway, the Dublin-Cork motorway, and it's here. It's just across the graveyard, so it might be worth visiting. I haven't been there yet. I will hopefully go at some point. So there it is. I will go and edit. I'm already logged in with my username, the usual, and I'll click on edit. And I'll just make the data layer invisible so you can see what it looks like. So this part here is thatched, as you can hopefully see, and this part is not. I can't see what the roof material is, and it might actually be an extension from the picture here because it seems to be here where there's nothing in the photograph. I think this part here is called a windbreak, and then we have this garage or something, which is this part here. So it is mapped as one building, and we're going to improve on that first of all by defining it as a house, because that is what it is. So that's the house, and it has four parts. It has the thatched part with the gabled roof, a whatever roof type. This is gabled, and then it seems to have two extensions here with probably skillion roofs. So we're going to make up this from four building parts. This will give us good practice. And first of all, we have to define a new building relation, because we have to put all these four parts into that relation. And we click on new relation here on the left. And just choose relation, and the type is building. So far so good, that makes sense. And the outline of the building is, the role is outline, also makes a lot of sense. So that's the first part done. And we can add more information to this later on. And then I'm going to start to draw the bit that has the thatched roof. So I'll start here in the corner, go up to here, across, and back to try to make it a rectangle. It's not going to be perfect. And then I can either go down to area, or I can click on building, scroll down and add part here, building : part, yes. Or I could have just redefined area, yes, into building part, yes. I'll do that with the next one, I think. And then I have to add this to the relation, and I just click here, and it's just called relation, because I don't know if this house has a name. And this role in the relation is part, because it's a building part. And then I can add the roof material. So roof material thatch. And in the picture it looks like it's gabled, and also on satellite view it looks like it's gabled, so we can add that as well. Roof shape gabled. And it seems to be only one building level. And we can add that actually up here, or we can type in building : levels 1. And there don't seem to be, it's very difficult to say in this picture. There are no windows in the roof, so there's no roof level, so to speak. And then the next bit here, the next rectangle. And to finish drawing this, I'll just hit the escape key, and it's automatically highlighted. And as I said, I'm going to do this different now. Scroll down, at the bottom usually is area, and then I'll just replace area here with building part. And this also is a gabled roof, so roof shape gabled. And I think that this direction here is longer than this one, so I have to add roof orientation across. That's for the 3D mapping, which I talked about in one or two previous videos, which I will link up in the corner. So this one. I can't add the building material because I don't know. It's also one building level. And then the next bit is this one here. One extension. I'll go for area again and replace it with building part. And of course, I've forgotten something. As usual, building shape skillion. I'll highlight this one and the last one because I forgot to add it to the relation. Like so. And give it the role part. And the last bit then, last piece of the puzzle, so to speak, is this little bit here. And I'll go with the other method, building part yes, add it to the relation as a part. And the roof shape is also skillion. And the extensions are usually the same building height, so they're level 1. And then I will highlight them all and to square them off, because obviously I can't draw perfect squares. Highlight them all and hit the Q key on my keyboard, and that should square them off. I don't know if you could see that now, but believe me, they're all squared off now. And that's all we have to do. I could add also, there's a wall here. And there's a wall here, and a driveway here, or a service road. Anyway, and I will upload this now. Call it split building. So I've seen that, I've done that before, and add the hashtag Thatch as I did before. Source is and I'll also add street level photos because of the picture in this survey, which I will talk about in an upcoming video. And then I can upload this. And if I wait for a while and refresh, it shouldn't show anything new apart from the wall and the road here. If you don't do it in building parts in a relation, you would have gotten 4 different parts shown as 4 squares. They're all in the one thing, but it doesn't look as nice, you know. And you could add then, if you knew it, if you, for example, I got in contact with the owners and they could tell me when the part that is attached was built, I could add that to this part of the building. And then I could add the dates for the extensions as well. I probably won't find out. Maybe somebody will. But that is something we could do. Could add dates for every extension. So you see, that didn't change anything to the building, to what it looked like, and it added the wall and the driveway. But the data is there. If I opened the data layer here, you see it has those 4 bits. And if this is the whole house, it might be difficult to click on this single piece now. But you can always choose them on the side here. So that's the one, the attached one. And that's how you do that. And I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please give the video a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Slán!